You got to own your own stuff.
That's character number one. Number two, charisma. The first impression can seal the deal.
He didn't pass all of that. Yeah, he passed all of that.
Yeah, the first. What is his first impression?
He was a man of valor. He was a man of courage. He was a man of I say what I mean and I mean what I say. He was somebody people wanted to follow. You see, and that's what I'm saying.
Commitment. It separates doers from dreamers. He's a doer or dreamer.
He's a doer.
Communication. With it, you travel alone. Sorry, without it, you travel alone.
Exactly.
So he's a good communicator?
He's a good communicator.
My foot, I'm not time to talk.
He was,
people in the Bahamas. Yeah.
Again, he was a good, that's why I bring this book out. He used to be this stuff.
Competence. Is he competent?
He's most definitely competent.
Courage. Is he courageous?
He's a pit bull.
Discernment.
He can discern. He discerned on many situations. He discerned, like, take for example the Sea Hauler victims. He gave them the $1 million when Perry Christie fell down in it.
Let me intervene because me and Links had a lot to do with it.
It happened under the F&M government.
It did.
Hubert Ingraham promised Lincoln that he would give the Sea Hauler victims $1 million when they came into power. So said, like the PLP say, so done.
It was 1 million or 10 million, Lincoln.
It was 1 million plus all medical expenses, past, future, and present paid. Couldn't be that. Focus. Is he focused?
He used to be.
Generosity. Is he generous?
Yes, I get that.
Well, the Sea Hauler thing proved that.
Yes.
Initiative. Does he have initiative?
Yes, he does. Now, let me tell you, Lincoln, you ain't got to read all of them.
Listen in. Only a couple more. Does he listen to the people?
He listens to... No, listen.
I need a jury on this one.
No.
That's Hubert Ingraham. Listen.
Doesn't listen.
Well, why ain't passed the gambling? Why ain't passed the gambling law then?
Because the NDP made a clear vision that we spoke to the vision of the people.
So he listened to the people, but not... You could have passed
that. Is he passionate? That's rule number 12. Is he passionate?
I never see that part. I never see that part.
With the hike on
does he have a positive attitude?
He does.
Jury.
He have a positive attitude, but it don't always affect the people at large. It affects the minority.
Problem solving. Is he
so you don't think the Prime Minister is passionate?
Well, we have yet to have seen his he don't display the compassion then. Let's put it
compassion or passion?
What's
the word?
Passion.
Passion.
Passionate. Oh, yes, he's very passionate. He's very
About
passionate. He's passionate. Anything that
he's
the Prime Minister wants to do,
he's a political man.
He is. Sorry.
Problem solving. Is he a problem solver?
Yes, he is.
I agree. Relationships. Is he good with relationships?
No.
Well, I've been told no.
Everyone say no?
No. A lot of his cabinet members, personal friends of mine.
Responsibility. Is he able to carry the ball?
Yes, he is.
He's very responsible.
Very responsible.
I don't think so.
Well, he make a good show.
You say Jelly?
I think he tries to be, but I think when you look at education, you look at immigration,
right.
You look at crime, you look at unemployment. I mean,
all these things.
What grades you get on those?
Security. Is he insecure or secure?
Oh, he's secure. Definitely secure.
You mean as a person, as a politician?
As a person, politician.
I like to think he's secure.
I feel the same way.
All right. Self-discipline. Is he disciplined?
Yes, he is.
Anybody who
Have
makes
you stopped drinking?
He's very
anybody who makes it that level has to have some level of self-discipline.
Servanthood. Is he have that servant head?
No, sir, he's the dictator.
But he's serving the people, and he served them for 30 years.
Serving them in a capacity which is not leading to their success or their pleasure.
Well, I agree with that. If you look at some of the tax laws and stuff passed lately, he's trying to strain the people.
Now we can get to that.
They in responsibility.
We can't even touch that now because that we need to go in depth with that. So we can get to that later on.
Teachability, to keep leading, keep learning. Is he teachable?
No.
Hubert Ingraham.
I think he is. I think he's teachable.
Well, what has he been taught lately? He was taught a lesson when they threw a bear and peanut on him in Rawson Square.
Yeah, I know about all that.
You don't remember that?
No, I don't recall.
When BTC was having in his first rule, when BTC
that was rude. That was very rude and very nasty. That's something I don't wish to remember. To any prime minister, that should have not been done to any prime minister.
Hush up with your red shirt.
If it was Perry Christie, I would have been upset.
I agree. You should.
It was nasty.
Yeah, you should respect the prime minister.
Is he teachable?
When you say teachable, meaning teaching others or being taught?
No, being taught. If he's the kind of person that would keep learning, you think he learned how to use the internet yet?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I think
yes.
so from
you
that
forgot that.
perspective.
You forgot that text we got the other night, eh? When you said the Prime Minister ain't got no
That
BlackBerry.
wasn't a text, that was a call.
you
Chicago
got-
called me and said, the Prime Minister has a BlackBerry.
So don't try that.
No, BTC gives them BlackBerries. He ain't asked for that. and I wasn't talking about being able to use it
So
as
what
a
number
cell
are we
phone.
at?
We were done.
Last one, vision. Does he have vision?
Clearly
Hold on.
that's not.
Hold on. See, this was my point, what I was trying to make. He was all of that. He was a leader that I would have died for to follow.
Was.
But he has
Lost
fallen
his way.
off a little.
But
A
you
little.
got-
Hold on, let me finish. He's fallen off a little. He's now become a manager. A manager is someone who dictates that you need to do this, you need to do that. Let's get that job done. And people become disgruntled, and you find themselves just dismembering themselves away from that brand.
But
You
you
see?
got
But a
correct.
leader is someone that you would always follow.
I agree with you, but correct me if I'm wrong. You had 21 points there. Out of the 21, he got like about, he was off on 2. I mean, if you get like 19 out of 21 and anything, I mean, isn't that an 8?
He isn't a prime minister, but I'm
Yeah,
just
but I
saying.
mean, if a guy gets 19 out of 20, he really don't need that book.
But listen, no, you know why he needs the book? He needs to go back to basic. Anytime you trouble,
get an A-
anytime you have
you
the
get a big A
troubleshoot,
based on what
you
you say you got.
reset Chelly and start over from the beginning. That's
Even
what
if
I
you
was
get
taught.
an 8,
No, it don't matter. Something is still wrong.
No,
Something is still wrong.
He tell you is right. He got an A.
he got an 8. You need 2 points.
So you
fail
don't
one.
think he
You
should
get
pick that book
19
up
out of
and
21.
read
you,
that
you
again?
don't need that book.
We should pick that book up and do Perry Christina.
And I can take too long.
Right? No, we can just go straight to them. And all I was yes or no. All right, the right honorable.
All right, let's,
My lips zip on this one so you lose that bias.
Stop being a sissy. You gotta talk. Does he have character?
personal character. Yeah, I'd like to think he has like personal character. You've never heard him caught up in any type of.
All right, Perry got that. Charisma.
Charisma? Yeah, you got charisma.
Yeah, he just, that
Yeah,
Perry
charisma.
shuffle though, he just look like, you ever see like if you put a rude little child in front of the adults and tell him dance, he just look like, like a rude little child. And that, it just look kind of stupid to me though. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, he has charisma, I'll give
It's a
him that.
valley boy, you know.
Yeah, no, Bali boys don't do that foolishness. That's like a bowler thing.
Hold on now. Hold on.
Yeah, he used to look like a little bad little child who just, don't go in your room, yeah? And you just spank him and big people talking.
That's a valley boy.
Yes, he has charisma. Commitment. Does he have commitment?
To what?
Well, there's plenty stubborn in it.
Let me say this.
No, because I don't. When you claim to be committed to something, you gotta stand by your word.
And follow things
Well,
through.
You gotta follow through. He has no follow through. He is a good photo op.
Well, the difference between
And committed persons will reach events on time, not 2-3 hours
the
late.
difference between Mr. Christie and Mr. Ingram is this. Mr. Ingram would make a decision and be precise about it. Mr. Christie have hang-ups. He's too committed to the grassroots people, and he hates to make decisive decision.
If I may,
Okay?
go ahead.
And that's the difference.
I think in his mind he's committed, but in reality he's not. I mean, if you go through the farm road area, you look at immigration.
In his mind.
In his mind he's committed. But in reality,
Hold on, we gotta stop you. Lincoln gotta respond to that, man.
No, I mean, and-
Let Lincoln have his moment. Hold on.
Oh, Jesus, no, I didn't respond.
I give it people
In
the
his
benefit of
mind.
in his mind he is committed, but when you go through the farm road constituency, right, and you look at the immigration problem there, you look at the crime problem there, you look at the healthcare problem there, you look at the housing problem there.
Socialism.
In his own constituency, he's yet to solve any problem. You talk about anchor hotels problem. I think you should talk more about anchor constituencies. If you can't solve any problem in your own little constituency, how could you even start to convince me that you could solve the problem for 40 or 41 constituencies?
And he's
So
not-
in his mind, he's committed, but that doesn't manifest itself out in that little small
But you can't-
constituency.
Now, the government has some money problems, and
That's
Mr.
right.
Christie was able to solve that problem by not spending his constituency money
Well, I
to
mean,
do anything in his constituency.
Well, that's why
So he
Lincoln-
solved the problem for the government,
Well,
even though
but-
he ain't even in
but
government.
Lincoln, that's my point. That's what my point in terms of commitment. With all the problems in the farm road area, a crime zone, a war zone, you're not even willing to spend the people money to better the
But you
area.
can't blame Mr. Christie.
Yeah, I
because
blame
the
him.
No, the people are hoodwinked.
Brother.
They still vote him back.
Yeah, but I
They're
know,
quite
no, but that's-
happy
but
with-
see- but
they're
see-
quite
but Utah,
happy
that's a
with
separate
the
issue.
scraps.
Commitment,
They're
no.
happy with
But
the
Utah,
scraps.
that's a separate
Next,
issue.
communication.